Hi, my name is Revati. I'm originally from Nepal. I was one of the former students at Aichi Gakuin Daigako. I was also the victim of the bullying and harassment that happened at the university, followed by many other students. The local time here is 7:40 p.m. and the date is 11th of the February 9, 2025. When I went for the written exam, the the question paper was in Japanese, and how can they test a foreign student in two foreign language, one in Japanese, one in English? The problem here was when I received a paper from the previous years to practice prior to the exam, I had not seen any questions such that I saw on the same day. It was mixed up in Japanese, whereas the previous questions were only and only in English. Before all this application process, because the master's program in policy studies did not require, I repeat, did not require Japanese. So they knew very well that my Japanese was not good because I did not do any extra Japanese. But the question paper was asked in a very high standard Japanese, which I did not even understand a word. And yet they failed me in English, which is very sad and devastating. I would like to explain a little bit about the interview process that happened at Aichi Gakuin. Entering towards the interview room was a very horror feeling. I cannot forget even today, is because you are an interviewer. So when I enter as an interview, I entered the room just to pursue my dreams, and you could see that one person in the room would acknowledge my entry there. That had that had scattered me. Then started the interview process. As an international student, you come to a new country to pursue this dream of achieving your master's degree. You have all this dream, and then you go to an interview room with such an environment, the discrimination there. You could feel that I was an international student, and the people on the other end of my table did not even bother being nice. Being nice would be a very big word here, and all they had to do was just have if a fair examination, a fair interview. So one Professor Mori, who did not even bother looking at me to speak to me, who did not even ask me any question. The second was Kitazumi, who spoke very, very little English. But it was a problem for both of us is because he did not understand what I was trying to comprehend, neither did I understand what he was saying. And the professor who was supposed to be taking an interview in English was not there. Isn't that a setup? Somebody who could speak English could have been there to sort out this problem, to make a fair judgment there. So without me being interviewed for the reason I am there to study, I was failed. And why? Because one did not speak English, did not understand what I said. The other one did not bother asking me any question, was not even there in the room. He was physically present, but he wasn't mentally there. And yet they failed me with so much bullying and harassment going on to an international student. This should come to an end. What the university did to me, though the interview, the test, everything was pointing me towards that this is going to end my life. But I took loans to come to Japan to study. I had paid enough to come to do this test and everything. So when I heard the news that I had failed the exam, I I was shattered. I I was devastated. I was in tears crying. My family did not believe that. My family had a hope that I was going there to pursue my master's degree. They had taken loans from the bank to pursue for my education. That was all gone. Like I did not, my visa was ending. I could not study any further. I had to, my only answer to that time was I had to go back to Nepal. After 10 years, 9, 10 years, we are fighting it back. And this time I want justice. This justice is not just for me. This is for all the international students who are facing this, who are facing discrimination, bullying, and harassment. just because they want to pursue, just because they are not Japanese, or can't even say they are not Japanese. There are other students in the same university that has been bullied because even though they are Japanese. What is this bullying and harassment for? What? Because the professors once are misusing their powers, misusing the policies. So now, after 9 years, I have not, forget about forgetting this. I cannot even forgive any single person until I get justice.